Alright, let's take a look at what we got. So, yesterday, actually a very surprising trend day, which I was not expecting at all, to be honest. I was definitely not expecting that. But if anything, this is actually setting us up for at least, um, a little bit better of a entry in terms of, if we're looking for a pullback. Um, open up pretty flat, although yesterday we did get a very nice pop before the end of the day. But yeah, looks like we are going to be opening up pretty much flat for the day. We're going to be opening up right at previous high of day here. We are also still sitting at a relatively nice resistance spot on the weekly and daily's time frame setup. Yeah, still a decent spot here overall. We are just shy of all-time highs though. That is one thing we do want to keep in mind. We're about $5 shy from all-time highs on SPY. Still at a decent spot. We do have a imbalance to fill overhead still from the overnight session. Above our overnight highs, we do have an imbalance to fill on the daily time frame up to 561, 562 pretty much. So above overnight highs, you could probably look to see that imbalance get filled. Otherwise, we're still sitting in a pretty decent spot here in terms of the 4 hour. Believe we just filled a previous 4 hour imbalance yesterday, and like I said, we do still have that one that is slightly sitting overhead, but we are starting to get a little bit of a curling top here from the overnight session on this 4 hour structure. Starting to curl a little bit here, and we do also have a lot of imbalances actually filled below us, so that is something we do also want to watch out for. For me, it is still a little bit difficult to actually take longs in this area, just because how extended we are. So I most likely will be looking for shorts just today. Take a look at Qs. Q should be the same exact thing. Actually, we're getting a little bit more of a sell here going into the open. Daily time frame here. Still, I believe, relatively nice in terms of the actual GP. Good look. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we are still sitting inside of the GP. Overnight high is sitting right at 483, which is pretty much right at the top of that previous swing high on the left over here. So we actually did come up above this, which is quite surprising, but yeah, it looks like we did end up shooting for that gap fill overhead on that daily structure, which is one of the areas that I was keeping an eye out on yesterday. If we got above 475, so above 475, we shot straight for that gap fill, which is pretty nice. We are also back sitting at another decent area of resistance here, so we are also still sitting inside the GP. Keeping an eye out on that still. Bit of a curling top here as well, or around the top here. And we are also going to be sitting back below previous day's range. So that would still be nice to keep an eye out on. And we do have imbalances also fill below us. Yeah, I do like this. We still have 15-minute imbalances to fill from that pop that we had towards the end of the day. And we do have a couple of other small ones slightly below that as well. So that's going to be that for Qs. Take a look at Apple here. Apple, similar structure here. we ended up breaking very nicely from that bear flag though. I remember we were watching this yesterday, guys. If we turned off that extended hours, you can see that bear flag broke out beautifully here on Apple. Take a look at that. Great breakdown there. We're holding inside that bear flag structure at Friday's close, and then we got that breakdown. Now we had like a little bit of a lower high, almost a squeezing formation right here. Broke out towards the end of the day. Nice little pop back up. Now we're coming back into previous resistance, which is going to be that previous flagging structure that we broke out of yesterday. So we would have to definitely get above 226.20, or even just overnight highs. As above here, we have a 5-minute imbalance to fill slightly overhead. But this could almost set us up for a bit of like a cup and handle setup. So we just formed a cup right there. So we would like to see some consolidation near these highs here. It's almost formed like a handle or something like that. That could send us for a new high. So that would actually be pretty nice there. Hourly structure here. We actually are still sitting inside of a daily GP here. We did just tap off the 70.7, and we did fill an hourly imbalance after yesterday's sell-off. Fill hourly imbalance, and we should be sitting at a smaller time frame GP here. Yeah, perfectly. So if we get rid of this, you can see here should be, yeah, pretty much perfectly. We're also still sitting in an hourly time frame GP. Yeah, so above previous hive day, that would invalidate that setup there. And let me turn back on extended hours. And once again, pretty much a flat open going into today. Don't really have a whole lot. We did get a little bit of a flagging structure before this open. We actually are starting to break down from it already, actually. So take a look at Microsoft here. Not a whole lot actually, although we did push up quite high during the overnight session. Sorry about that. Nothing really too crazy here actually. Almost have a little bit of a double top here that was formed during the overnight. So above overnight highs, we could definitely see a push higher. Otherwise, we do have some imbalances to also fill slightly below us. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching this potential double top here at the overnight high level, as we don't really have a whole lot actually holding us if we do get that break above. If we do get above that overnight high, should be a straight shot up to about 426. So about another $3 pop if we do get above that overnight high. And that's really about it for that. Google here. Pretty nice move up overall so far. You see that we actually are getting a little bit of a back test of this previous swing low back in July. This is July 26th to be exact. We did just get that official tap with yesterday's close. We actually closed just below it actually, which is quite interesting. Just wanted to see if we actually want to use this area as a potential resistance. The overnight session is still actually, or in terms of its levels, is still pretty much still holding roughly where this previous low candle is as well. So we are still maintaining this general range here, so definitely could be also another nice area that we could reject here still, depending on where we open. 167. Yeah, so we're opening right at this previous swing low right there. Alright, let me go to the 4 hour. 4 hour here as well. Pretty much the same exact thing here. Previous swing low right there, rejected it during the overnight session. I'd like us to actually open up back around here, and if you could actually come back into previous day's range, that would also be really nice as well. As that should pretty much, if we get back in the previous day's range, it should be a straight shot down to that overnight low, and then below overnight low, it should be a back test down to probably previous low of day. Pretty big sell that is actually coming in from Google here though before the open. And then Nvidia, a bit more of a surprising name of where we're sitting at right now. Did have about a $2 drop so far from our highs. We are trading right around 130. I think GP might be, oh no, still valid here actually. Okay. So daily structure GP from that swing low to, or swing high to swing low. We're sitting right at the 78.6, right at this 130 area of resistance. Really, really nice spot that we're sitting at right now. And then we're currently trading at 128 right now. Yeah, so we are still holding inside of this GP here. Just actually sitting right below it, which is really good. So, yeah, I do like this area of resistance that we're sitting at here. 4 hour GP, 4 hours. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Take a look at how this 4 hour is holding this daily time frame level here, right? Pretty much no real candle closes above. This following candle did actually open slightly higher here, but we see we got a nice recapture. Inverted 4 hour candle right there, closing below VWAP, and now we actually are starting to get a little bit more of a sell here. So this is actually really, really nice to see. So I'll be keeping an eye out on this. 30-minute and 15-minute structure. We do have, yeah, we still have some larger imbalances fill slightly below us actually. At least down to about 127. So I do like that. But for this hourly, yeah, I don't hate that down to 127. I think that's it. Yeah, 127, I like that down to if we continue to sell, which we might here, but we shall see. Any questions on anything, guys? Cool. Everyone's good. And like I said, I am still a little sick, so probably won't be talking as much today, I'll be honest. Just a heads up.
Good morning.
Who's that? There's a lot of people in here now. Oh wow, we're getting a pretty aggressive sell here from Apple, anyways. Where does open? Alright, we have 2 minutes for this open here. I think the setup I'll be looking for here is going to be a back test potentially in the VWAP or even previous high day for a short as probably my opening trade for today, guys. Maybe even a GP setup. See where this lines up at. A little bit on the higher end, but not the worst. Looks like we also had a little bit of a H setup that broke down right there. Yeah, I'll almost be watching the same thing here on NVIDIA. Mostly back testing the view up or potentially even previous high day. I don't think we'll get that high, but we'll see. Getting a little bit more of a morning pop here. Relative strength coming from a lot of these individuals so far. just filled a 5-minute, 15-minute imbalance here as well. Yeah, I like this up to previous high of day here. Actually, don't hate a short here still. Okay, I just tried a short right there at 863. Tried a short at 863. Stop here. Probably gonna make candle close above 19,871 on a 5-minute. Gonna be looking for probably retest into view up here on QQQ. I'm also looking for this GP to almost kind of reject here on Nvidia. I have a decent entry here. Not a whole lot of risk actually with this trade overall. It's roughly about a 15 to 20 point risk. Look to take this if you want, guys. It's almost 20 points. Could play a little bit more of a larger setup here. If we do get a nice recapture back below previous high of day and view up, it should be a really nice run back to overnight lows.
You guys hear me?
You can hear you.
Mic's working.
And like I said, for me, I'm looking for this recapture back below overnight lows. If we're able to get it. Probably not going to run hard stops with this as well, guys. Probably just going to be a 5-minute candle close above that 70 level, as I mentioned. This is pretty much right where we're sitting at right now, is right at view up here on NQ, by the way. But the reason why I like this is that we are sitting pretty much right at previous high of day on SPY and QQQ. So like I said, I'd like to see us at least get a little bit of a rejection off this area that we're sitting at. So keeping an eye out for this 5-minute candle close, or even potentially 15-minute candle close to close back below in the previous day's range. Tomorrow, what I would like to see, we do have Apple actually trying to go for a fill of these previous overhead imbalances here, up to 227.70. Got about a minute here for this following 5-minute candle close here. Watching to see if we could get this actual close below previous high of day here, guys. Come back into previous day's range. And if we could do that, I'd actually like to see us get this move back, probably back below view up and then overnight lows, potentially. So we have a really, really good entry here, so I'm actually willing to let this ride out for a little bit more of a larger move, as our risk here really isn't a whole lot overall. Nice 5-minute candle close right there below previous day's range. Now we just need to see some follow through coming in from SPY here as well. SPY holding up a little bit better here overall, but we did have NVIDIA get this 5-minute candle break below view up there. Break and close below view up. Now I'd like to see if it actually wants to get this rejection off of that. Use view up as resistance, come back and retest overnight lows, and potentially even get that break below that. Microsoft did tap into that overnight highs. Would like to see that reject as well. Tap back into view up. And we should be sitting inside a GP here for Google. From the swing high to swing low, overnight high to that swing low, which is going to be market open. Yeah, we are sitting right at 78.6 there. Yeah, only name that's holding us up here really is going to be SPY. SPY is doing relatively well. probably wouldn't really like it if this candle did get this close back above previous day's range here. On QQQ, but we'll see. I think I'll be keeping an eye on this on the probably like the 15-minute structure most likely. I think as we remain below here on the 15-minute structure, I probably will be continue to be in this. So as long as we probably don't close above, yes, like I said, that 70 region, 76 for me on the 15-minute. I am still going to be liking the setup. And we are still like slightly extended here on the larger time frame for me. So I am expecting at least a red day coming up here these next couple of days. So right now we're just currently holding above view up here. On Q's, got a backtest and view up there. Nvidia is still looking like it's still relatively weak overall. Honestly, really not even sure why we're holding up here. We actually should be selling a little bit more. Take a look at Apple here. Apple backtest of overnight high and view up here. Watching to see if this 5-minute candle wants to hold this level. But it does look nice for a breakdown here, guys. I'm liking how we're getting this little bit of rejection here. I just would like to see this following candle here. About 40 seconds here, just close below a lot of these levels here. As it doesn't really make sense for why we're actually still continuing to put in a new high here. So Apple did get that candle close below view up there, which I do like. And Nvidia is still rejecting view up there as well. So nice, another 5-minute candle close below that. Like I said, there really is sort of not sure really why we're actually pulling up here. Definitely interesting for sure. Actually, a relatively neutral candle right there coming in from Nvidia with that candle close. Once again, 15-minute candle did not get that candle close above that 76 level, so I'll still be in this. It does look like we're flagging though. That's the only problem here. I actually might want to tap into this GP. That's what it may look like here, guys. Might want to tap into this overhead GP. Or please manage your risk accordingly.
Might have room up here. Not much though. I drew my fib a little bit different here. We have a 5 minute fair value gap that we've been rejecting pretty well. I want to see it straight up into here, which is right above midnight open. So I always like to sell within midnight open. So we're gonna be a bit above midnight open in premium. So I think price has a little bit more room up, but I like shorts here. You see my screen, Alex?
Yeah, I see it. You're good. Yeah, we might actually want to grind up towards this 80 level, 86 region potentially, but
I want to see ES take out this high right here at 5,637 because that would be SMT with NQ.
Nvidia might want to go for this back test into actually previous high of day and overnight highs here actually. So I may actually want to come up a little bit more here, tap into the GP, and then finally start to see potentially some selling there. So if you do want to be careful with this, guys, you definitely can. But we are tapping into this GP now here, which was what I was also keeping an eye out on earlier. We're down about this 20, a little over 20 points here, 23 points here, roughly. Still don't hate the setup. Yeah, ES is actually moving really nicely here, which is kind of surprising. And then now here we are tapping into this, I think it's a 5-minute GP from that swing high and this swing low. We just tapped off 61.8, but we could head up towards that 70.7.
We have SMT with ES now. Um, ES took out internal highs and Q did not. Still respecting his 5 minute fair value gap and fib level, so is ES. But looks good here.
We do have this following 5 minute candle. About to close, or no, sorry, next 15-minute candle here, closing in about uh 8 minutes here. So coming up relatively soon. Yeah, so the only reason why I actually still don't hate this setup is just because price is still relatively stagnant here in terms of if you're looking at the actual individuals. They're really not moving a whole lot actually if you take a look. So yeah, really not a whole lot of movement coming in from them actually. I'm gonna give this about this 10 a.m. candle close here. Yeah, if you take a look at individuals here, right? Apple really is not moving whatsoever. Nvidia is not moving whatsoever either. It really just cues here. Like I said, this price action really is quite surprising for me. The only thing I guess that is somewhat moving is gonna be Google. Um, but besides that, yeah, not really anything to be honest. So we really shouldn't be even moving like this. So looks like we may want to tap into this 78.6. Sorry. Yeah. So currently for me down about 40 points right here. Gonna be keeping an eye out for this 10 a.m. candle closeout, like I said. Looking like we probably will get stopped with this trade though. We might just need to take another re-entry. Alright, this candle pretty much should tell us here whether or not we're gonna be getting stopped or not. We have SPY here, actually just got the first official tap overnight highs there. I can't believe we're pushing this hard. We're most likely gonna get stopped out of this, guys. Let's see that we still got about 2 minutes left here. It looks like we're probably gonna want to go to overnight highs here. Overnight highs, and yeah, probably be the spot right there. So now some of those names are actually starting to gain a little bit of traction there. Alright. I am out of that right there, guys, at 16. Out of that right there at 16. So our stop did hit right there. 16. So I think for me now, might need to wait for this next back test, or official back test into overnight highs here. Because for another potential trade, but we're gonna wait here a little bit more, be a little bit more patient. See how price interacts at these highs here. But based off how we're moving right now, I may want to actually see Nvidia tap into that 130 once again. But as of right now, we did not get a 5-minute candle close actually above this 129.50. Wow, what a rejection. That is crazy.
Wow. Smoke be whopping everything.
Wow, that is crazy, guys.
If you look at my screen, that's SMT with NQ and ES.
Yeah.
That's I got stuffed out of that too, but it was risky because NQ could have been seeking these highs right here. So
May look to take a re-entry here a little bit, depending on how we move here, but
So is structure invalid?
No, technically not yet. No, for me, nothing. It's not gonna be invalid until we break above this overnight high. But
Mhm.
based off where our entry was, yeah, structure was invalid based off our entry. But in terms of the actual structure, for me, no,
Yeah,
it's
we can inverse this 5-minute fair value gap. I'm gonna try short.
I just created a 1 minute gap right there. We keep an
That's
eye
a
on this.
2R.
Yeah, red entry should be right about 9:05 there.
This makes sense.
Yep.
If we inverse this gap, I'll get an entry here on the 5-minute. Targeting swing low.
I can stop, yeah, right into this 119, 9:04, 9:03 ish. First 10 a.m. 1 minute, 10 a.m. Imbalance right there. You see that, Ton?
What time frame are you on?
The 1 minute.
Oh, what are you looking at?
That first gap we just
Oh, this fair
created.
value right here.
First 10 a.m. gap that was created. We had yeah, SPY reject overnight highs right there.
20 seconds. No inverse. Get entry at 9:05.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. We are using this gap as resistance though right now, if you see.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like a 4R right here. 21-point stop, targeting swing lows. Come on, don't go without us. Me an entry.
We're literally just currently rejecting off of it. Nvidia is actually below view up here once again.
A lot of chop coming in from Nvidia to open though.
Yeah, like I said, we're not really moving a whole lot, which is like I said why I'm
No.
surprised from
Why are we
this
ripping?
rip.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only real name that was really pulling us there probably was going to be AMD, Google. Besides that, all of our other large blue chip names aren't really moving, to be honest. So Should be our entry right here, maybe.
I'll take this right here.
Yeah, I'm in that. At 903. I'm gonna short at 903. Once again, trying that re-entry setup. That was pretty much that halfway or midpoint for that 1 minute gap right there. This is technically silver bullet here. Another flagging structure there. Stop for me. Technically could do a 1 minute candle close above that 19909, but if I might just do just a hard stop right at new high of day, but we'll see. I want to see how price interacts at this area here. I'm really more interested to see how these individuals are moving, like I said, because they're still almost still basing here. Right, they're not really seeing a whole lot of movement overall, so Nvidia is still getting this rejection below view up. I'd still like it to get this clear below this opening 5 minute candle though. We are coming back up
It's
here.
reaction. It's reaction right there.
Yep. Could look to target view up with this trade, guys. I think me personally, I'm gonna probably be looking, yeah, probably to target roughly around view up or even previous high of day. Although I may actually even look to get a little bit more, as like I said, I am still expecting a red day to come in, so you guys can look for those targets there. Down to view up and previous high of day. Yeah, so far nice breakdown though on this 1 minute. I still would like us to clear below this 87, get this 1 minute candle close below 87. And also get this 5 minute candle close below this previous low below 90. Otherwise, we still technically can continue to base here with a little bit of a 5 minute flag, but nice move coming in so far. There we go. This is our VWAP tap here, guys. If you want to take a trim, feel free to do so. There we go, beautiful. Taking a trim right here, guys. 62. Beautiful.
There you go.
I'm out right here, guys. I'm all out. 44. Hold up. Oh, hold up. I'm out right there. 36. 36. All out. Alright. Win on the day, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. 10 a.m.
Hey
silver bullet.
Alex,
What's up?
I actually holded that the first trade.
Oh,
and made like, yeah, I actually hold it as long as you said that this you still see the red day today, or red day coming. So I just holded it and I made like pretty good profit, like $400 on 5M and Q.
nice, nice, nice.
I actually
Thank you.
don't know how I'm still red $56 in the day,
Oh
but
yeah, I'm back.
don't know what the math
I'm
is
back
on that.
green. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. That's that drop we were looking for, guys. Yeah. That's
Look at this, Alex. Look at this.
oh my
Look at this
god.
perfect TP on my screen. Look at this. Watch, we're gonna hit my TP. Watch.
This is beautiful here. Yeah, really nice. Yeah. Look at that. Nvidia was that driver right there. He said the reason why I still like this setup here was because nothing was really strong, right? Everything was still basing. He said the only names that really were moving up was going to be Google and AMD. But if you took a look at chips, right? Apple was stagnant and so was Nvidia, right? So we really were just waiting for that breakdown. So we had the right idea, but I just took a little bit. Um,
Actually, we could pop up here.
yeah, really nice silver bullet right there. But I am actually back green on the day with that trade, so not anything crazy, but sorry.
I definitely feel like I made more points on that one than my loss, but somehow I'm still red. Got it long right here.
Nice little dip right there, though. I'll take that.
Alright, I'm gonna try a small long there at 35. This is like riskier, so I'll take it if you're already green on the day.
I think for me, honestly, I think I'd like us to go to overnight lows here. So I think this move
Yeah,
actually still can continue.
that's my thought process too. But uh, while we hold this 5 minute fair value gap, uh, yes, put in a new low, and Q didn't, so it'll be SMT. We'll see here. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of this trade. I'm gonna close below the fair value gap, but I think this candle might manipulate us here. I'm gonna respect my stop loss. If we do sweep these lows, SMT will be invalid anyway. Back to break even here. Up about 10 points here. I'm a little bit over leveraged, so I'm going to take a trim. Losing profit 15 points there if you guys are in. This is definitely a risky area because it's definitely, yeah, respecting this gap here. This gap, I would target at like a 75. This wouldn't be a horrible place to get mostly out. I know that we're only up 10-15 points, but I'm not liking the way that we failed to expand off of this area. Yeah, that was why. Not want to see us putting a new low here. There's no reason for us to put in a new low. And we are stopped out of that. So, small red on that trade. A good trim for 11 points. I stopped out on the rest.
Alright, so the trade that I'm in now, I didn't alert it because Ton was in a trade, but I am in a short here at 26. I know some of you guys have a better entry than me. I'm going to be looking for that 5-minute gap fill, FEG gap fill from that end of day pop that we had yesterday. My initial target did hit overnight low, so you guys can take this if you'd like. But I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this potential breakthrough for a push below this level here.
Got an entry at 26, Alex?
I did. Kind of a bad entry. I know some runouts had a really good entry. But yeah, like I said, the first initial target was going to be that overnight low level. So you guys definitely could take that right there. First TP did hit. Yeah. Nice CH. You had a really good entry. I was actually waiting for that, but I wasn't sure if this momentum was just going to actually fully continue there. Which is why I kind of was trying to play that momentum. Because I thought we were going to get that pretty much immediate breakdown, but we did get a really nice back test. That was my preferred entry, roughly, or like that mid 30 region. Like I said, first TP was going to be overnight low. You see that we did end up tapping that right there, but like I said, I'm going to be looking for this break below overnight low, if we could get that, which is going to be roughly about 479.43 on QQQ. So 479.43 on QQQ would be my estimated target. Here we go, guys. Would like to see this 5-minute candle get a, like I said, this break below that overnight low level. Second, this 5-minute candle. Oh, here we go. It should be a straight flush here, I think. I'm taking a trim right here, though, guys. Taking a trim right here. 23 points. Come back green on, or get a little bit more on profit for the day. Took my trim right there at what, 04, 804. I closed most, by the way. I closed 7 of 10 right there. You guys definitely can look to take all that if you'd like.
Apple's still holding VWAP.
Yeah, Apple still is really just stagnant here. If we do lose that, that would be able to send us, but I think most of this move here is already done here, coming in from Nvidia. I think for me, so I might see a little bit of a rotation here. Nvidia start gaining a little bit of strength, or starting the base here, and then we should be able to get this break from Apple now, which I would like to see that happen potentially, but yeah, you guys do whatever you want with the rest of this. Your guys' entry is actually really good. So you guys should have at least, you should have had at least like 30 points right there. If I'm not mistaken. Or right around that. But this still looks good for me, guys.
I like the way ES here.
ES is almost basing here at this overnight low. Almost looks like it's flagging here a little bit.
Mhm.
Nvidia actually is still maintaining this weakness here, still holding below right at this 127 level, but still waiting for Apple to actually initiate this break here. Everything else is still actually starting to sell here a little bit. Nice one, Phil. Looks like Apple's trying to get this break here, guys. Break below this higher low, or almost squeezing structure. If it's able to get this break here, it should be a really nice break below this overnight low. I'll be looking for this push probably down to like the 780s roughly, I think. So we do just need to get this break below this overnight low though. So if we do start to see some buying come in though, I will not hesitate to get out. Like I said, this is technically our target right here, overnight low, so you can take this off. Apple back tested that overnight high level there. Nice job, Phil. Yeah, this will probably be my last one as well today. Nothing crazy on the day overall for me, but it's something, so. Still decent selling coming in here. I'd like to see Apple get below this overnight low, but like I said, we did get that break below that almost squeezing structure there. We're pretty much lined up perfectly here with spies and Qs. If we both could get this closed lower here, should be a very, very nice move. Here we go. I'm gonna take this here, guys. You can feel free to take this here.
Yeah, I'm all out here.
Nice job. Yeah, I'm out here as well. Out at 94. out at 94, and that's it for me.
Nice.
Yep, I'm up $47 on the day now. Go boys.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, right.
So overall today, had the right idea, and she was slightly early though. Um, yeah, nonetheless, still back green on the day, guys. So no complaints on my end, and I hope everyone should be at least break even or green potentially. Like I said, I don't have the craziest gain overall. I'm only up by about 4k today, almost 5k today. Still decent, but
That's a pretty crazy beginning, man.
yeah, this is a beautiful break. Yeah, look at that. Like I said, that was that break I was looking for down towards that 80. Below that overnight. That was almost like a 15-minute, almost H setup right there. But yeah, this is a clean break. Nice job, CH. This dude's putting in like 4k a day. Yeah. Started off with a little rough trade off off the open today, but we did make that back, right? And we followed through with the same overall thesis that we had, or that I had on the day, right? Like I said, just this morning's execution was just a little bit early, so we ended up taking a loss on that. But we see we pretty much rode this whole entire move for the most part, right? We took that shorts off that 1 minute silver bullet, caught a really nice move there, brought mostly back to break even or in profit. And then for me, I ended up riding an actual continuation entry. And I know some of you guys had a lot better of an entry than me, but yeah, this is this flush that we were looking for right there. Yep, break below that overnight lows, clean break of structure right there. And then yeah, very nice. Right, and then once again with that morning trade, right? The reason why I still liked it, I actually technically should have held, but we did want to stick with the plan there. Was that, like I said, a lot of those names were still really stagnant, right? There was really nothing that was actually driving us up. Oh wow, we flush. I sold way too early. Oh well, it's alright.
All I know is I'm so glad I respected my stop loss on my long.
Yep.
Flush, dude.
Yeah, really nice clean break right there. I liked Nvidia once it got, like I said, once it got below that candle close below view up, and then we almost started to form like a base. Got that 5 minute candle close below that overnight low as well, and that pretty much just sent us all the way down to fill that previous 5 minute gap. And then now we should actually be headed straight, or we might have already filled that 5 minute imbalance that we created off the end of the day pop. Yep, we already filled that. Beautiful. Any questions for today, guys? He said no, it wasn't our normal, one and done, but at the end of the day, we still made it out here. So that's all that really matters. Alright, if nobody has any questions, we're gonna call it here for today. Like I said, a little bit longer today. Not our normal, one and done, but still made out small green or a decent sized green, right? Nothing too crazy for today, but stack them up.